Oh. All right, we're live. Welcome. Why is my audio being doubled?
That's a good question.
Oh, why is that one? That one should just be default.
Even worse, I can't hear myself over there.
Nah, it should be working now. Audio
Oh, there
channels
we go.
got mixed. I don't know what happened. Also, it's been saying we've been having a lot of frame drops, which I don't know why. So if I notice, I don't know, I might have to cut things up. But anyway, we're live. One of our members is not here. I think he's asleep. Sad, but what can you do? Probably was staying up reading Chinese manga too early into the morning.
Damn, just call a man out.
Yeah, well, he's not here. He deserves it.
Oh,
Oh, but we're back with Lancer and Wands for episode 11, and we're probably don't got many left at this point. We got our downtime, which might probably take like the most of today's session, and then the next and final mission. So it's gonna be a little not bittersweet per se. It's been a good ride, but I think I'm ready to go back to Pathfinder. But we learned a lot. We'll also probably do, depending on how long the mission lasts, like if we get through a full session and we have like a little bit left, we'll either do a interview live or I'll just record an interview at a later point. And we'll do like a full, all right, we played Lancer for like 12 sessions. Here's what we think about it. Here's our impressions. And this will be our full deep dive look, which I'm excited for. I think they'll have a lot of value for the video. And I still got to do all my Lancer videos. It's just been hard lately, and with all the stuff with Pathfinder coming out and everything, and my video yesterday, there's just been a lot. So I do want to get actual Lancer content out, and I will at some point in the near future, hopefully. But yeah, so brief recap. You guys just finished your most recent mission. You were hacking into the nearby Emerald Seas like main military base to get their system-to-system missile coordinates so that you can further prolong the Cold War that's currently going on between it and another system in the Cascade Line. And honestly, not too bad a mission. Had to fight a lot of mechs, but wasn't too rough. Got some secrets. And now, you guys have come back. Your rank has dropped below 1 million.
with the coolest.
And you guys have a license up that you need to consider. So, as we've done before, you guys are going to think about what and how you're going to get your licenses, and then you're just going to interact with the scene, and I'm going to be the world around you, and you're going to, so just throw at me whatever's happening. resize this a little bit. There you go.
Who would want to go first?
I mean, mine's simple. I just have to. I made a deal with Harrison Armory, and now I'm getting my reward. Because I was working directly to benefit them and then get something in return for prolonged stuff. That and the whole business of my mech starting to enjoy war a little bit. But it's alright, I got a new one.
It's just gonna go on a rampage.
I have a feeling for this. I feel like my mech, my AI, chose the World Killer Genghis, which should be concerning, but to a smarter man it would be.
The blessings of ignorance.
Yeah. He's like, this one, my it seems like my mech is really excited about burning everything around it.
Raises
Okay.
no questions.
Yeah.
What's up? You head back out to the Harrison Armory office, not too far off site actually from here.
It beats
And
the DMV.
sorry?
It beats the DMV that
Beats
some
the
of us have to
DMV,
go to.
And was it your character? Man, it's I feel like so much has happened in 2 weeks
Yeah, I know, right?
that it feels like the last session of Lancer was forever ago. Was it you who? No. It was Scraps who talked to the archaeologists.
Yep.
Yep.
I
Guy
would talk to
from
archaeologists.
Smith Samano.
I just talked to a guy who was really excited to hear that I've committed war crimes in my past. He was pretty down to hear it.
Yeah, it was after you went through the catalog and looked up guns that he showed up.
Oh yes,
Oh,
yes.
yeah.
Okay, I remember.
Oh yeah,
now.
I know war crimes. I've done them. He's like, good, my boy. That's what we love to hear.
Don't you love the smell of burning flesh in the morning?
I'm impartial to it, but I kind of think it's neat.
That's what we're looking for. That's what we're talking about.
Anyway,
Excited mechanical whirring from my neck near me.
so you head back out. You see the very nice kind of glass building. You wait in the lobby again. And this time, when you come in, they're like, oh, all right, go ahead and go sit over there and we'll wait. And then after like a couple moments, the receptionist is like, they would actually like for you to go up to their office right now, if that's okay.
Yeah, sure, that's fine. Moving up in the world, I guess. And he gets up off of his seat and makes his way over.
So you head over and you go up like the glass elevator to the office, and you confronted by this veteran individual again. He sees you come in and he's, goodness, I've forgotten names. He's like, Marty, it's been a long time. Glad
That
to
it
see you
has.
back.
That probably goes for like a handshake, a nice firm one.
Mm-hmm. So, I heard about your recent mission lately, and congratulations on breaking the 7-figure rank.
Yeah, it's pretty big, and congratulations on a Cold War continuing to brew.
Well, yeah, about that. And kind of comes over. He's kind of side saddles his table a little bit. Now, I wanted to make sure I really press upon you that Harrison Armory is completely within its legal right to work with any warring nations at any time, as long as we follow Union standards. And so, those particular rights are also very well protected. Meaning that if your hacker or whoever found anything a little bit of eyebrow raising from Harrison Armory, it's important to realize that what a system does with our stuff and our production are two completely different lines of work.
Yeah, makes sense.
He gives off a very strong energy that maybe there was something there, some stuff in their works that might have been a little bit more concerning.
Yeah.
And you definitely get the feeling that he's kind of putting pressure on you to, if there's anything you did find, to not speak up about it.
Of course. Well, I mean, at the very least, I was doing the killing. Any of that tech shit kind of goes over my head. So
Yeah,
that's my
course.
role.
But, you know, as really from my research here, the only member of your crew who has any kind of connections to Harrison Armory, it's a little important that we use you as kind of a liaison for this kind of stuff.
Of course, of course.
And especially considering the nature of the work that you've done, if anything does come out lately, well, you'll be getting a pretty firm knock on your ship's door, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, I can imagine. Leave it to like pauses, kind of like laughs. Like I cannot imagine the response of trying to sidestep or kind of fuck over a military company. All you deal with is weapons and war, so crossing you seems like a pretty shit idea.
Good. I'm glad we come to an understanding. And as a show of our continued interest in your well-being, we've seen your recent request, and we decided to fulfill it with some added benefits.
Oh.
We are going to be giving you some tech, experimental.
Like the sound of this so far.
Good. I'm glad you're excited. So, we'll send you out with the World King Killer Genghis. By the way, I like the color of your jib. He kind of points at you and raises an eyebrow.
I've been taking my Rayleigh to its extents reactor wise, so might as well lean into that a bit more. With a mech that could actually kind of handle it.
Well, good. So, you might notice some maybe worrying things about it, and I'll just tell you now that Everything is completely and well within Union's views on how people do war.
Does he give any form of, like, that's not true? Like, is he lying?
You're unsure, and that makes it more concerning.
Yeah.
The way he's speaking is very vague, very pressured, and you get a feeling that, intentionally or not, Harrison Armory's kind of putting their thumb on you, as it were.
Notices this, but doesn't, or at least tries not to give any inclination that he's kind of caught on to it.
So,
well, I'm more than happy to try it out for you then.
Good. In fact, we're expecting as much. And if you do go out and use your new mech, whatever your next mission may be, we'll give you a bonus on anything else that you want to request from us.
Oh. All the more reason.
All right. Well, keep on fighting, soldier.
That's what I'm good for. Gives another handshake.
Yep. He goes and escorts you out of the room, and yeah, very, I would say, normal encounter, but didn't feel overly negative.
Yeah, there's some troubling elements of it, but you know, it's fine. I'm probably thinking too much into it.
Yeah, totally.
Totally.
Anyway, you're getting a, oh goodness, what's it called? Module? The things you add to weapons?
I think. Let me look.
I know Rayleigh has one of them. I'm just trying to remember what the term is.
No, that one is a core bonus, I think. But I don't know what you mean. It's a weapon mod?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But your Krakatoa,
Ooh.
you get from the license, the Krakatoa thermobaric flamethrower.
Oh, trust me, it's already installed. Flamethrower, at least.
Comes with a new mod that you cannot take off.
Oh.
That allows it to do an additional 1d3 heat on top of it.
I see. How would I possibly add this to my mech? Should I just put it on the like edit the thing? So I can, in Foundry, I can edit its stats.
Yeah.
Which means then just... And that's heat damage, right?
Yes. And it's a d3.
Gotcha. Alrighty, there we are.
And let's see here. Oh, that's new profile. Okay. Can I delete that? Yeah, there you go. And what is that called? My goodness, it's like a weapon mod, but I think there's a... Oh no, yeah, it's just weapon modification. The reason why it's important is because it you can't have more than one weapon mod per weapon.
Yeah.
So. Yeah, but as an additional D3 heat, and
Ooh.
your character, might not be super familiar with it. But a weapon of this caliber and the heat, the intent is to cook pilots inside of mechs.
Very nice.
And by Union protocol, weapons of certain calibers or types can only have certain heat allowances to permit, to make sure that people aren't getting cooked alive when they're fighting mechs, and it's to keep everything balanced weaponry wise.
I didn't sign the Space Geneva Conventions. I don't need to apply to that.
But so yeah, you're bearing a weapon that kind of starts pushing the boundary of what's union safe, as safe as weapons can be anyway.
Love to hear it. I'm a giant fan of the heat and burn rules, honestly.
Yeah.
It's so fun. But also, you know me, I like doing like non-traditional or damage over time stuff.
I thought you were gonna say, you know me, I love war crimes.
You know me. I'm a Warhammer fan, Cam. Of course,
I know.
That goes without
I
saying.
know.
That's just
you probably got some corpse starch on your desk right now. Anywho, who would like to go next?
Yeah, I'll go next.
Alrighty.
Since my condition seems to have suddenly worsened, I think it's pertinent I just rush off. Back to the doctor. At Corpo.
You okay? So,
There's the boy.
there's
Wow.
the
Finally showed
loser.
up.
Jeez,
Dad.
Grandma.
Okay, now when's your bedtime?
Shh. We don't talk about this on stream.
Did you have too much bran last night? Were you stuck in the bathroom?
No, I was not allowed to sleep at all, apparently, without
What?
everyone coming in and just waking me up a million times. And then I don't know if my alarm just didn't go off or what, but it didn't. And then a big door slammed, and I went, "Whoa, what time is it?" And I'm here.
Well, I'm glad you showed up. I do
Yeah.
appreciate you coming, even if it's a little late.
We're just doing our license leveling. I have a flamethrower that is kind of stretching the legal boundaries of allowed weaponry.
It's fun.
Yeah, I have an experimental Genghis that's like just creatively interpreting the Union protocol for weaponry. You know.
Yeah, as you do.
I will say, before she heads to the appointment, she tosses the drive to Scraps and go, "Hey, can you copy the info on that for our personal records?" With all of the illegal info.
Yeah, I could do that, but you sure you want that on our records?
Do you know of a place we can put it where it'll be private and not connected to us?
Could probably link it to another drive or something.
Yeah, that'll work.
This is a great time to mention that this stream is sponsored by NordVPN.
Yes.
Also, we are currently being watched by the FBI.
Though I do think that speaking of this, since it's related, Lone Star also probably gives a hey Scraps, just a little question here. Did you take any information from the base about while we were there?
Yeah, I got us access to some video rockets. Why do you ask?
Just if you discovered any Harrison Armory secrets, besides the one we already have, which is another issue, just like make sure it doesn't leak or it's my ass on the line for War Crimes Incorporated.
I don't think we found anything on Harrison Ford last time, right?
No, we only got
Harrison
access.
Ford.
Harrison Ford.
Oh god, it's Space Harrison Ford.
He's really upset that he's here.
He's like, god damn, what's this shit?
No, I think the only thing we got access to was the Corpo rockets, and that was it.
They're Harrison Armory rockets, I believe.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But they're not anything sketchy. They don't know what you guys found. They just know that a hacker went in and hacked military secrets from someone that they probably were doing some less than legal actions with. So, you know.
Yeah. Just
It's
I
just
just
by
had-
pure happenstance that you guys also just have Harrison
Yeah.
Armory secrets.
yeah, exactly. Just like I was just informed in no uncertain terms that if that gets out, I'm in big trouble, and I'd prefer not to die, if you can understand.
Right. Yeah, I guess I could like
Just
triple
like
lock it down.
yeah,
Maybe
just,
fry somebody's computer who tries to access it.
yeah, that's fun. Just be careful.
Cracks his knuckles. Excited to do the reverse to hacking.
Protection. Who am I?
What if I stare at your hands? Like, what have I become?
I broke these walls down, and now I gotta build them back up. Anyway, so, Fog, you're heading off to the Corporo, location nearby. And I will mention as well, it's not necessarily like a mech-based center or anything like that. It's more just the various luxuries and tech and research that Corporo does. Christmas Mano.
Sounds alright. That's kind of how I've pictured their office.
Yeah.
Very elaborate, lots of fancy fake plants and the like.
Yeah. Well, they're mostly real, but they're like, they have designer plants so sturdy, they feel fake, but they're actually alive. They've somehow managed to create plants that produce such a waxy coat that they have essentially growing plastic plants.
That's impressive.
Yep, Rag Zero, this is on Foundry. So, in fact, I can get rid of that game paused thingy. So, you head in, you get checked out, and when the first time you come in, before you just kind of had like cybernetic, I guess, enhancements on yourself in a way.
Mm-hmm.
But now your hair is kind of taken on this nebula-esque appearance. And speaking of, is it like space, like moving nebula images on your hair, or is it just like lightly nebula colored?
Her hair was nebula colored originally, but it's more like the ends of her hair become wispy, like the nebula cloud.
Okay. So when you come in there, in awe, because this is something that's very unusual. And when you go through everything, you're kind of set off into a room to kind of sit, which is not, too abnormal. But the thing is with tech in this age and era, right? A CAT scan, they get the results almost instantaneously. And AI, which is funny because this is actually a very interesting application for AI. AI has scanned so many different bodies and such that it can almost easily recognize any maladies that a person has almost instantaneously. No guesswork involved. The problem is that they had a difficulty with your brain scan. And when they come in, they're like, so we have a problem. It appears that for whatever reason, your body, predominantly your hair at this period in time, is capable of absorbing radiation in pretty substantial degrees. And what might be considered more curious and less concerning is the fact that your body doesn't seem to emanate any radiation. More so than normal. You see, the doctor kind of comes out and kind of shows you like a spectrogram of like yourself versus some other random patient. It's just inherent that, you know, radioactive isotopes are present in most people, especially nowadays with the constant close proximity to various types of cold fusion and like even off-worlders off on farms, just eating something like space potatoes can give them a level of radioactiveness. By far not enough to cause any problems. But yours, he puts yours up. In the spectrogram on the right, you see a wide variety of mostly like blue and dark blue, purple, almost kind of particles over their body. And your image is just like your profile blank in gray. We don't know what this means. And it's never been a thing in all of our current recorded history for someone to be without some kind of radioactive isotopes present in their body. Now, you would think that that wouldn't necessarily be a cause for alarm, as, you know, there's not been anything found as of yet to indicate that this would play any part in your biology. But we just don't know, in case your case is almost completely unprecedented.
Oh boy.
Now, let me be frank. He kind of sits down, leans against a table. I have been heavily impressed upon to let you know that it is your choice whether you want to keep using the Morning Cloak's space-bending properties. But he looks around. As a health professional with a tenure like mine, I would like to say that I don't think you should. And it seems obvious that there are members in much higher up in Smith-Samana who are interested to see these changes. It's your decision in the end, but I'd highly advise against it. He leans back a bit. But as of right now, despite your appearance, nothing seems amiss. And those various enhancements we found on you, We still cannot trace where the tech has come from. We don't know exactly what it does still, though we've taken some virtual samples, as it were. It's just curious.
You said virtual. Did you need physical samples?
No, it's not necessary. In this day and age, they can do essentially a molecular miscopy? Misconsopy? I can't remember what the term is called. Anyway, they essentially like give a full atomic level like virtual map of a piece of your body. Physical samples are no longer needed.
Okay.
In fact, if they so chose, they could recreate the thing they sampled with various bioengineering.
She sits back in her chair a bit. So, for the most part, my condition overall is just a mystery at this point.
Even with our research and our tech, we cannot fathom what it is that these changes are happening to you. They are extremely paracasual. All we know is currently nothing is wrong with you. And you might, in fact, have, at this time, a level of resistance to radiation that goes beyond what a normal human could have. I'm loath to say that, as I don't want you to do anything risky, but I feel at least you should be aware of what's going on.
She sits back a little bit and she goes, funny enough, up until now, and she points to the augments, these were from riding in the morning cloak. This, as she points to her hair, was from me in the Okris and using a teleport module. So I wonder if maybe there's an augment related to the morning cloak specifically.
Well, I'm sure you were briefed when everything came about of the possible implications of using blink space technology.
Yep, I haven't signed the waiver saying I knew what was coming with it.
But of all the individuals who have been using our morning cloak and blink space technology, none of us had the same symptoms that you do now. So, rightfully so, we are at a loss.
Well, I thank you for your time, and I apologize for this mind-boggling phenomena.
You don't need to apologize at all. This is fascinating as being a scientist is concerned. It's just, well, I've known you and your family for a very long time now, and your family is, of course, worried, but they've been assured multiple times by the company that you are fine and nothing is wrong. And while that is technically the case, the things going on with you are not normal. So, be aware.
I appreciate it. If I have any other questions, I'll reach out.
Please do. And gives you a kind smile and, clasps your hands for a moment and gently sends you on your way. Your digital pad kind of comes up as you get a phone call from your cousin.
Hello. Oh no, the line cut. He's gone.
Oh no.
He's dead.
Sorry. So, heard you got out of the medical office, cousin, and we've heard that your body has gone through some changes, but you're healthy, right?
According to the doctor, I'm fine.
Good. Good. We're worried about you, of course, but we know that you're old enough to make your own choices now, so... Anyway, that's not why I called. I wanted you to know that we have further augmented your ebony units. And we have supplied for it a siege-capable artillery unit, if you guys believe it's necessary. The new chassis is called Action and Doctrine. And it uses some of the technology from the White Witch to make a feedback loop cannon that is, when paired with Ebony's already fantastic siege capabilities, able to damage even spacecraft.
That is impressive.
Well, because of this, I wanted you to know that because of the sheer firepower and the capabilities of Action and Doctrine, it's important to recognize that you have access to a literal siege weapon. So, try to keep the collateral damage to a minimum.
Will do.
Good. Well, congratulations on getting below 7 figures. That's very rare for Lancers.
Much appreciated. It's a shame I couldn't see you in person, but I have a feeling you're very busy.
Yes, I'm currently off-world, so it just wouldn't be in the cards this time. But your father has said that he's looking forward to having a big family meeting, which will be the first time in over 2 decades. I haven't gotten the specifics yet, but it's coming up. And a lot of our family will be there, plus some guests. So, just be careful. Lancers are known for doing some less agreeable things, and we just don't want you to take any jobs that will make our family look bad.
Oh, that's fair.
Well, I have a lot of work to do, so I'll get back to it, but it's been such a pleasure, cousin.
Good luck with your work.
He signs off.
Ah, boy. Realizing that we just prolonged a Cold War.
Well, that's a good thing. You prevented a nation to go into war.
True. Still, some heavy implications of
You
other
make
stuff.
a good point, though. If they went to war, the Cold War would be over.
Hey, gang, I found some work that'd make Smith Shimano look bad.
Oh, no.
Cam, is this the game we were playing? What game did we just buy and play a bunch? Endless Legends? Is this Endless Legends? You're in a Cold War until you actually go to war? That's just the deal?
Well, yes, that's how it is normally.
That's
Cold War
crazy.
is any sort of like, I guess,
No,
war,
that doesn't
but
make
shots
sense.
aren't being fired. It's a hot war once the guns start firing.
A Cold War are just two nations that are technically not under any truces or treaties that
I'm saying, I thought we were playing Lancer, but didn't realize it was Endless Legend the whole time.
endless space. Two.
2.
You're Endless Space too.
Thank you.
Oh shit.
Anytime.
I
When
am a ratio.
No. Fuck Horatio.
what did Horatio ever do to you?
But specifically being an asshole to my my civ in the campaign we were playing.
He just
You probably
wants you to
deserved it,
be
though.
Horatio,
I don't want him. I want him to go away. I'm just trying to make money.
but he wants you
I
and your
want money.
delicious jeans.
Ugh.
Oh.
You don't have to go back into
I
the
love
cloud
Horatio.
people talk, dog. We need to
Not
hear more of
again.
that.
Not again.
Well, Sepko comes back from her appointment, sits down on the couch, is like, well, good news and concerning news. Good news, we now have a siege weapon.
Hey,
Concerning
Hell yeah.
news, I may be absorbing radiation, but have none in me.
What?
I don't know what that means, so I won't react.
Yeah, and she kind of just like spills what the doctor told her.
Huh.
Isn't that a good thing?
We're not sure.
Well, as a glass half full kind of guy, not being irradiated is kind of a good thing, especially when we're fighting people who have irradiation weapons.
Maybe we would have solved this problem earlier if you just let me treat you ever.
Given your record and what happened with your followers last time, I think I'll pass.
You hear over the phone just power tools going.
Some guy screaming in the background.
Just casually talking as I'm absolutely eviscerating a dude for, medicine purposes.
Oh god, you're starting to look like the dentist from Little Shop of Horrors.
Don't worry, you're fine. I mean, you will be fine when I'm done with you. As I grab their organs and throw them around.
Cutting people open is much less lethal than it used to be. I also
But
found
still.
this interesting holo vid that said people used to use leeches, but they never used them on the inside.
So how's the wife and kids? Oh, sorry, I got your small intestines tied in a knot. Let me undo that for you.
Other than that, though, they say I seem to be fine other than that small oddity. Also, if we want to keep the ship, we should probably not do anything that makes my family look bad.
Yeah.
If it makes you feel any better, I have much more radiation than the average person in me.
Possibly same. I just got I think a mechanized war crime that primarily deals with that.
Oh yeah, weren't you saying something that we're not to hand out secrets or anything?
Oh
I was
yeah,
rushing it, so I didn't hear you.
I was given pretty in no uncertain terms if we have a hacker on our team, and if some secrets start leaking, there'll be someone knocking at my door, and I would prefer not to be killed.
Oh.
That's fair.
I start
shit.
sweating as I flash back to the fanatics knocking on my door that I just threw the secrets to shut them up.
Oh fuck.
No.
Nah, you didn't do that.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
That would be
the last time.
that and the paper. Now it's all digital.
Yeah, I threw it to them to shut them up. They went, "What the hell is this?" And just absolutely destroyed it because they didn't know what paper was.
It just sounds like every boomer comic talking about the new generation not knowing what it is.
Yeah, my believers are all looks directly into the camera. Gen Z.
They're all they got indoctrinated because of your TikTok page, which was
Space
a callback
Gen Z.
callback to
Space
episode
Gen
1,
Z.
where we did create an Instagram and TikTok page for your cult.
Yep.
They're
It
just
really
showing
blew
clips of,
up.
like the mech dancing in the background.
They're like bad rendered videos of 3D models of my mech doing funny stuff. I have a AI Seinfeld, but all the characters are my mech.
Anyway, I totally forgot to do this. Tell us what you guys added to your mechs with your new license.
Oh yeah. Well, I have a new mech, everybody. My new mech, Uranium Fever, is a World Killer Genghis. And yeah, because I just got the license level 2, which gave me the frame. And this thing looks very fun. It's a World Killer Genghis with a little bit of Pegasus.
Is that even going to fit on the ship? Those are huge.
It'll be fine.
We'll
Just
tow
size
it.
2.
Just cut to the ship, like leaning to one side.
A million
Is
ropes
the
tied
Genghis
around a
size
huge mech.
2?
Yeah, it's a size 2.
Yeah, it's a size 2.
Watch me though as I get the core upgrade to make it a size bigger.
Yes.
Hell yeah.
I mean, that does sound super sick, not gonna
Yeah.
lie.
Size 3 World Killer Genghis, especially with like the specifically a pleasure to burn, where when in the danger zone I have burst 2 where I just ignore difficult terrain and walk through it, and anyone in that burst 2 takes damage.
Literally melting the ground around you. Oh man. I gotta say, Lancer's a cool game.
Yeah, this game's great. I
They
love
got
Lancer.
some cool aesthetic.
Alrighty, and with mine, I got an upgrade for my morning cloak. I picked up the Fade Cloak, which will allow me to move in and out of real space and become intangible on the battlefield.
Hey, I can do that.
Difference is that Suzanne's doesn't require death.
Mine doesn't either. Not
No, it just
anymore.
requires them to get shot.
No, I can just do it to someone now. I think, if I remember right. It's been a couple weeks.
What are y'all's talents, by the way, that you picked up?
Nuclear Cavalier 2.
Ah,
I learned to play the flute with my nose.
It's a pretty cool talent.
Thanks. I put a lot of effort into it.
I picked up the 3rd level of Infiltrator, so I am a mastermind now.
ooh. All right, who wants to go through their next? Who wants to go through their license up next?
Oh yeah, Devin's not here at the moment.
I can do it.
Alrighty. What are you doing?
Are we back on the OG planet where there's currently a warrant on my head? Or are
Yes.
we... Okay. So, what has happened is... after everything that went down, I'm, like, telling all my followers, you need to, like, stop whatever you're doing, lay low. We're in some deep shit right now. We need to hide for a bit. And I think it like dampers a lot of the organization's spirit and stuff, and maybe they're like, I don't know if this is for me, but there's a very limited number of people who get way more into it and become like crazed fanatics, and they keep trying to do stuff. I'm like, no, you don't understand. We need to hide. We're in trouble. And every time I tell them we have to stop doing stuff for a bit, they're getting in their minds, yeah, the government's pushing us down. We need to fight back. We gotta fight the man. They can't control us. I'm like, no, stop, please. And I think in there, all the stuff they're doing, they like scrounge together all these things that they've found and gathered in their crazed states and presented to me for my neck.
What are you getting in your upgrade?
Level 2 of Minotaur.
Oh no!
Alright, I see.
So what that gives me is, other than the 2 frames, a couple things. The only thing I'm really using is the metal fold carver, which lets me teleport other people, basically. Which also gives me another way to make someone disappear from the battlefield for a bit, just like my good friend Fog over here. Talent I picked up is more patch. Oh, that's not my talent. That's my other thing. What did I pick up? Empathy, empath 3. So I can beam my consciousness into all of my friends. Or I guess enemy too. Maybe. I don't know. Hold up. I didn't read this very well.
Just inserts mind into the mind of the enemy and just makes them lose their shit.
Yeah. I become stunned. Now it has to be an allied character. I do merge my perception. Almost completely. So that's pretty fun.
Oh, that's actually pretty sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, so you're at your secret base operations with all your people coming in. Your mech there. Everyone's kind of bringing these things to you, and you're like, maybe becoming disillusioned with the ideas you had before, right? It's this moment of like, okay, guys, please, we need to calm down, and everyone's just getting more and more zealous around you, and it's a sobering feeling.
Please, the bigger picture.
Just as like this is all happening, suddenly there's a sound of movements behind you, creaking, and you turn just in time to see Messiah reaching over you and begins collecting the various pieces autonomously. And begins to speak. What is a puzzle but a question lost in the asking? Do you feel joy when you find the last piece? What do you do with a question that has been answered? What joy is there in knowledge? No. There's only joy in seeking. There is only joy in the question.
I think as soon as I start hearing it talk and do stuff, all my reason just disappears, and I'm like, yes. I'm way more into it than any of these nerds now.
And it seems like your Didymus might be getting close to cascading as it begins augmenting and fitting itself out, and you are briefly reminded of that first day back on your homeworld when it first came and started blowing everything up. It's always been just, like a mech ever since. never did anything without you asking. Didymus would maybe respond in some way to something, say some things, but the mech always remained, for the most part, inanimate unless you wished it to move. But these movements, almost human-like, less rigid than the mechs, as it collects these various pieces. It augments itself, almost with purpose. It's a very enlightening experience.
So majestic. I'm crying. I'm shedding tears.
Personally, I think it would have been better if you had been like, oh god, what's happening? Like, overly sobered on this. That would be a trip.
The rest of the mission just be like, I really don't want to be in this.
Just unsure. You've dedicated so much. You've lost everything to this mech. You gave it everything, but now it feels off. What could feel off about something like this?
I changed my mind. I'm doing that now.
Okay. I don't mean to tell you how to play your characters.
I want to do it. It's way more fun. Have the big mission at the end just be like, I don't want to be in this thing, but I have no choice. I didn't realize it, but now this is symbiotic.
I also
It's
like
my
the
life
idea of
now.
like your converts are now kind of a reflection of what happened to you when you kind of fell to it before. That kind of sobering outside experience.
I also like the idea of it being like a parasite that like goes around finding people and infects one person to go out and then like make other people so fanatic, and then they're free to do whatever they want after they have enough like crazed fans.
It's fun.
I
A
mean,
very
just do
different
what
twist
I
for your
did.
character.
Just do what I did, and if your mech starts acting up, show it war footage. It distracts my mech like no business. It's like Coco
Okay.
Melon, but for a robot.
Oh
Okay,
yeah.
I'll try that.
By the way, so Lone Star,
Yeah.
when you're getting uranium fever put in and everything, I'm assuming you also install your AI into it.
Oh, you know it. I pop out like the pod that the AI is hosted in and put it in the new mech.
All right. You get some sounds very reminiscent of the war footage of Pearl Harbor.
Huh.
Bombing
Space Pearl Harbor?
Space Pearl Harbor. Bombings and planes and the sounds of various kamikaze units.
I take it you like the new place? He says to no one in particular. He's still like 50-50 on if the mech can understand what he's saying.
Doesn't seem to respond. Just slightly flickering panels and sound files that probably shouldn't belong in a mech. So there's that.
Yeah. Nothing bad's gonna happen here, I bet.
Nothing terrible. Anyway, who's next?
I'll go.
Dab.
Alrighty. What you doing?
I think you guess where I'm going.
Back to the DMV.
DMV, baby.
Hell yeah.
What's your next license for?
The Tortuga. I got the level 1. Where I
Oh,
get
right.
the,
You swapped over
yeah.
to the Tortuga.
Yeah. And now I got the deck sweeper automatic shotgun, which that's awesome. And then I got the siege ram, where when I hit it, I do 2 connect damage plus 10 armor piercing damage, which that's awesome too.
Destroyer is so cool.
Yeah. Man, God. I'm so jealous you guys get to play this game. There's some mechs I just designed. I'm just like, I want to use that. That sounds cool.
Just design the final mission to be a Lancer v Lancer bout, where just you design all the mechs you want to play, so then you can fight it against those.
But
It's wild how Alicia keeps going to the DMV and coming out with the most badass mech.
well, actually, so you take the various public transport out to the NSP North Star location, and you kind of come in and you get in line. There's a few other Lancers there. It's gonna be another couple-hour affair in a cramped little office soon. But as you're kind of standing in line there, out of the corner of your eye, you see someone stop as they're kind of like walk out of the building, and they kind of stare at you. You look back, you see this guy. He's a pretty grizzled individual. He's got a big graying beard. He's got like an engineer's jumper on, but he's carrying a piece on him, which is a gun. And he also seems to have like other engineering, like a belt that has like a satchel on it or whatever, and kind of sees you. And he stares at you awkwardly for a moment, and he kind of like sways a little bit before he starts marching up to you. The sound of his thick worker boots kind of clumping on the ground. And he's like, "Hey, are you Aubrey by chance?"
Yeah, I am. Why?
Man, must be fate. Hey, kid, you're coming with me. He kind of
What?
turns and starts walking away with you from you.
He raises his eyebrow a little bit and says, where are we going?
Guy turns, looks over his shoulder. He's like, "Come on now.
Well,
We don't
you know
got
how the
time to sit
DMV
around
is.
here and wait."
Mm. Fine. If you make that line longer and I have to wait longer, I might die.
Don't worry. You don't gotta worry about that line anymore. As you come up and he kind of slaps you on the shoulder, he kind of takes you out, and he takes you over to like a personal vehicle that he has. He, motions for you to get on the other side, and he gets in, starts driving. It's not common for people to drive manual vehicles in cities. It's almost illegal in a lot of ways, because how AI traffic works, it just functions better, and so it's almost mandatory. But here's this guy driving, and I mean, it's a little. It's not like he's so good he doesn't need it. He drives like anyone else. So he goes into an intersection, or he approaches an intersection where it's just blazing through, the vehicles passing through each other at like almost a deadly pace. He stops whole lines of traffic. It's concerning. He hasn't said anything yet. He drives pretty much like the other side of the city. And he goes out to a big like space of open ground where there is a massive ship carrier. He stops. He gets he parks over on just like some dirt and gets out. And he's like, "What you think of her?" he says as he's kind of trotting along towards this big carrier ship.
She looks pretty amazing.
Right? Man, I've been fixing this beauty up for a long time.
You got a name for her?
I do. She's called the People's Ship.
Okay.
Oh, don't give me that, he says. He kind of looks at you incredulously. I've been putting this beauty together for years to help out all the simple folk who are looking to make a living out in these inhospitable regions of space.
Aubrey nods his head and respects that. I didn't get your name, I think. I was too distracted, but what's your name?
My apologies. The name's Galen McGoverson. Type it out. I'm what you call the head of NSB North Star's Miners Union and Anti-Pirate Affairs.
Wow. I didn't think a big name would come after me.
Well, I heard about some work you did not too long ago against some pirates out on the southern side of the system. Not only that, but I've heard that Caliban you got going around has been really making some names. I even have an inside man who's doing some military affairs, and well, man, how you were wrecking through that military base not too long ago. I was priceless. Serving them warmongers right. War does nothing but hurt people.
Yeah, it does.
Anyway, son, I was thinking I wanted to meet you, and I got your description, and then I just so happened after meeting an associate of mine, meet you at that office, and well, I figured I'd bring you on up to the mothership. We can talk about what you're looking for, because obviously you're looking to get some more NSP gear. And maybe, depending on what you're looking to do, I can invest in you a little bit. IPS, that's not NSP. IPS North Star.
So, what do you have?
Well, you guys walk in. This carrier ship is massive. Larger than any building you've been in before. This thing is a multi-layered mech, like, almost foundry. Anything IPS has is found on one level here or another.
Wow, holy shit, this thing's huge.
Right? Yeah. Takes a small planet's worth of fuel just to lift off of a planet. But with this, whatever system we set down in is the safest in the galaxy as far as pirates are concerned. At any one time, we can release 102 Lancer mechs from this carrier ship.
Damn. That's a lot.
Yeah. And with a crew size of 10,000 pilots, engineers, and various aficionados when it comes to fuel and energy. We've been going around up and down the Cascade line, making sure that people stay safe, piracy's kept to a minimum, and that people are getting the gear that they need, whether you're a simple farmer or a young aspiring lancer.
Nice. You make me almost want this ship.
Well, it's good to dream big, I guess.
Yeah.
But you just tell me what you want, and I'll get it for you. He gives you a crusty wink, and you go up to his office and get yourself all geared out. By the way, Mr. McGaverson himself is one of 3 heads of all of IPS North Star in Union.
That's pretty impressive.
Yeah, holy shit.
Like, everyone else has been kind of meeting people, but they've been meeting people 100 levels lower on a hierarchy compared to Mr. McGaverson here. He was a head of a major miners union back in his day, and he teamed up with some, not like defectors, but like he teamed up with some people from Harrison Armory who were kind of sick and tired of making war and killing civilians.
How do you ever get tired of that?
I don't know, but some people do. And so they decided to weaponize machines, mining machines and various blue-collar mechs, and that was the, not the birth of IPS North Star, but the birth of IPS North Star today. IPS North Star has always been like this big industrial, like, they had lots of military, or they had lots of mechs designed for, like, agriculture or mining or, like, defense of mining depots and everything like that. But it wasn't until McGaverson kind of brought forth the whole, a whole sector of Union's mining, Union's miners union together, that they got the kind of firepower that they can wield nowadays. So, what'd you get on your level up?
I got the rank 3 of, one moment, of Juggernaut, where it makes me an unstoppable force, where I can, if I do use it with boost, I take 1d3 plus 3 heat, and then I can move freely past characters my size or smaller, and then I fuck shit up. If I go through any walls, they receive 20 connect armor piercing damage.
Jesus.
Yeah.
Pretty good.
That's a really good skill.
That mixed in with the deck sweeper, automatic shotgun, and the siege ram.
Yeah.
Destructive. But all right, man, it's Destroyer is all about destroying, yeah, but I mean, is getting all the famous people just drawn to celebrities, it seems like.
It all started with Space Robert Downey Jr.
Yeah, it did.
Destroyer is that one friend who goes out for a night and comes back and it's like, hey, you'll never guess who I met tonight. Like, again?
Yeah.
Stop. Leave some clout for the rest of us.
Then he stops you before you leave. Here, by the way, here's some Harrison secrets.
Not again!
Yeah.
No!
I
What
was
did I just
fully.
say?
I was sort of expecting, like, when he came up and was like, oh, hey, I know you. Come with me. I was like, oh, God, this is Robert Downey Jr.'s friend. He's about to hand you some stuff somewhere again.
Yeah,
It's
so I
my
was,
anti-Harrison Armory support group. All we do is talk and share secrets.
Why am I getting so many secrets?
Look like a man who needs a hard drive full of Harrison Ford war secrets.
I also, lucky for you, have Smith Shimano secrets too this time. All pertaining to a family of, I think, someone you're friends with.
You look like a man that would love to commit some war crimes.
No.
All right, we got one left.
Yep.
So, what you doing?
All right. I think I need to talk to a scientist about a mech.
All right. Going back to the Smith Shimano.
Yes, sir.
All right. So, heading back to Smith Shimano. You kind of walk in. You do about the same thing that you did before. You go, you make your meeting, you get that panel, and you kind of set up a what you're looking for. And as you kind of are sitting there waiting, the receptionist comes over and he says, I'm sorry to say this, sir, but our representative is busy at this time. There's actually apparently some major meeting going on. I've been informed to let you know that you've been cleared to get the approved licenses that you've requested. And also to give an apology for not being able to meet you in person.
It's all right, I guess. Hopefully, it's not too worrying of a meeting.
Well, I don't make enough money to know those kinds of things, so, well, anyway, there you go. They've been already, connected to your accounts through the through Union's, Lancer program, and you should be able to print them up as necessary.
Fantastic. Oh, thanks.
Anytime. So, you go back, you look over everything, but you see an additional file added on to everything else.
Oh dear.
So you go in, and you kind of you go in, you open this file, and some code kind of like flashes on the screen for a moment, and before you is a coordinate in space.
Concern. But he'll try looking up the coordinate.
Before you do that, though, the code, it took you a moment because it happened so fast, but the code indicated is a degeneration program. The file that you received will essentially delete itself in a short amount of time.
Oh.
What do you do?
Try to work to counteract it or at least back it up.
Okay. So you get quick to work. You unplug a line and plug it into the terminal quickly, and you try to like access the file. The file is degenerating at a pretty incredible rate, and by the time that you were able to like get physically hacked in and everything like that, a good majority of its file has already been destroyed. You're able to extract some information, but it's heavily corrupted. With this information, you can't trace where it came from, where it originated from. All you find are a variety of corrupted symbols that the computer is trying to extrapolate. And I'll just use various symbols. It's not cursing at you, I promise.
Tech is getting angry at you.
Oh, is it in the Foundry threat? Cam, this is a family-friendly stream.
This is the only thing that this location in space is labeled with.
Huh.
And when you pull up the chart in the universal navigation like space Google app, it goes to a system that, well, it goes to a location that is not in any system or location. It just seems to be an empty dead space.
Actually, no, no. Is there a notes section on the character sheet?
I mean, I think there is one on Foundry.
Yeah, it's under pilot dossier.
Oh yeah, there's also the dossier in on ComCon as well. You can put player notes in.
Ah, that's fair.
I'm just now realizing how mean I am that I'm giving you guys all these mysteries right before the last mission.
True.
Just give us these mysteries and then give us immediate payoff. First half is setting him up, second half and toppling him down.
Well, I will answer any mysteries you guys have on your characters at the end of the game.
Well, he saves that information. Might have to investigate that area at a later date.
But yeah. So, with that, we can move on to downtime.
Ooh, I've been waiting for this.
Hell yeah.
Now, we are about halfway through the stream at this point, give or take. So, did you guys want to take like a 10-15 minute bathroom break before you continue?
Yeah.
Sure, it's probably a good idea.
Might as well.
Sure.
Alrighty. Well, then we're going to go ahead and we'll be right back about 10 minutes. Everyone goes to the bathroom, get some water, and we'll continue on with probably going to be the funniest part, the downtime.
Can you imagine what we're going to be doing?
No. That's the
Getting
best part.
arrested, getting killed.
More secrets.
More military secrets. We'll be right back.
Let's do it.
All right, we're live. Welcome. A little bit of an extended break. We were talking about Warhammer.
That's my fault. Once I get started. Don't get me started.
I'm the same way about tabletop. When you start talking about tabletop theory, I mean, literally, I just made an 1.5-hour video. Pretty much just talking only about tabletop theory.
Yeah, exactly. I get a lore question, I'm set off.
Anyway, it's everyone's favorite time in Lancer. Downtime.
Yes. I
First,
know what I'm doing.
we need to get organized.
Sure do. And I definitely remember how to do this. D20.
Yep, just roll a d20.
Dab.
18.
It's a +2 efficiency or influence.
Yep.
I'm doing damage control here. I'm cutting my losses. I need to keep these guys in control. I'm going efficiency.
Okay. Your hard work pays off. You've started to learn the kind of things that you can't stop them from bringing you things, but you can have them bring you specific things.
I just have to funnel their extremely destructive energies into very specific ways.
So, being the intelligent individual that you are, you sent your people out to the various trash yards to find hidden ancient tech that might be useful. To scrounge for artifacts long lost. And this doubles as your people's zealotry has also caused them to become quite efficient at sorting trash, being considered mostly a community service. And sure, they're looking for weapons or something that can be used against the non-believers, but they are effectively sorting the trash and making it easier to organize.
I make sure to have them every once in a while yell something about how we're not trying to start an insurrection or, you know, murder important political figures, just to really hammer it in.
It's a shame that insurrection and murder and political figures are the things that stick.
Yeah. I go, wow, that's a really good idea.
Man, I wouldn't have never thought to murder people like that.
No.
It's not give your congregants more ideas.
But no, for the most part, for now, they're behaving.
Until we go out and drink to drown my newfound depression.
And then go commit more crime. So, speaking of, what downtime activities are y'all taking?
Going diving.
Yep, I think this time I initiate it. Do you guys want to go get a drink or something?
Normally you're really focused on your little group there.
Yep. There was.
There's a lot of weight in that yep.
I actually
Sure.
have work to do this time.
Work?
Yep.
Oh.
What?
As do I, unfortunately. She like holds up the flash drive. Gotta get rid of this.
More alcohol for me.
Y'all are lame.
I'll join you.
Good.
Yes.
Go big or go home.
Just please don't end up a criminal this time.
Can't make any promises.
Who are you talking to?
All three of you.
Okay. As I stumble out, leaving behind the 6 empty beer bottles I've already down.
Pre-gaming, nice.
We should have the boys join us.
Yeah,
Hey,
get them boys.
scrapyard.
Yeah.
All right, you guys gonna invite Mech Scrapyard out to go diving with you?
100%.
Of course.
All right, okay.
We're like right outside, about to meet them. I turn to everyone and go, "Do you guys think they're gonna recognize me from my arrest warrant?" "No, it's fine." I walk in.
Wow.
Let's do the other two people first, because I think their thing will be shorter overall. So who would like to go first?
Oh, I could give it a go.
All right, what would you like to do?
Well, I had an end goal when we started this group. I think it's about time that I get started on setting up my my massive tech company. I think I'm gonna get organized.
Oh,
Oh
What?
shit.
all right. All right. What's your focus?
I guess industrial would be it, right?
If you are creating things for people, yes.
Oh man, what if I just go into business with the mafia friends I made?
Hey.
Hey, that could work in your favor.
Yeah, let's go criminal. I mean, we're all we're all heading down
Oh,
that way
yeah.
anyway.
Oh, okay.
Here we go. The first person to consciously become a criminal in the group.
Oh no, this is where it begins.
And we'll begin it with +2 efficiency, methinks.
Okay.
So I just roll a d20.
You know, that's only after the first one.
Oh, okay.
Okay. So, it's a criminal organization. You said you wanted a tech company? So what's the purpose?
Basically the hoarding and dealing out of tech, whether that be legal or more likely illegal.
Okay.
Tech smuggling ring.
So, I have a devil's deal for you.
Oh dear.
I will give you 2 additional sets of +2 to be added to either your efficiency or influence if you kickstart this all with the secrets you gained from Harrison Armory.
It's pretty
Oh,
good.
man.
Please don't kill me though.
You're not a part of the company. You're fine.
Harrison Armory specifically says, "Make sure your hacker doesn't do anything with these secrets." Hacker immediately returns home and goes, "I do got these secrets though."
I'm gonna make an organization.
I mean, you know,
I
Lone Star
fully
doesn't know
support it.
about this.
Yeah,
I-
I'll go for it.
Yes.
Oh,
Yes.
Oh, man.
all
It's
right.
called the
So
Hawk
you, get,
Heresy for nothing.
so you get 2 more +2s.
It's going to be +4 efficiency, +2 influence.
All right.
I love how insane this group is.
I just need to rename this whole series. What do we agree on? You guys are supposed to get a planet. You've done nothing.
It's a planet. It's a planet with a tech company on it. That was the deal.
From Honk Heresy
I mean,
to
to be fair,
Political Insurrection.
Scraps has been working towards that ultimate goal.
That's true. He just realized that the most efficient way would be not very legal.
I've also just made more friends on the other ground than I have up top.
Sometimes life gives you the opportunities and you just gotta take them. There's nothing you can do about it.
But essentially, so how an organization works, we're gonna talk about this, but Booter just kept fucking up on his ends.
Oh, no.
Yeah. My organization it's not bad. It's pretty good at what it does.
But essentially, you can use these bonuses anytime during downtime that you need. You can use efficiency for them to like get things for you, research things for you, all that kind of stuff. Or you can use influence, whether it's to sway people's opinions or whatever. So it's something to keep in mind that your organization does essentially give you extra boosts to some checks where they're applicable.
Pretty good.
Yeah, having an organization is real good.
All right, what's Fog doing?
I have to ask, because this could screw us over. Does Scraps tell them that they're using the info to start their company?
Hmm.
Especially after Fog has made mention of returning it to the company.
I mean, could always return a copy. It doesn't-
And Lone
Yeah.
Star has said, "Hey guys, if the secrets get out and they find out I'm a fucking dead man."
If I know one thing about our good friend Diamond Ace, is that he's unreasonably confident in his skills.
Yeah.
True. Probably not.
Yes.
Oh no.
This is so good.
You all are safer that way. It's fine.
Less people that know, less likely it is to get out.
True.
Alrighty.
I'll only give it to the few hundred people in my organization, and that's it.
Outside of pretty much what you probably would be doing, which would be getting connected, trying to find out any information on planets, she would want to return this and set up a meeting with someone from Harrison Army to return these top secret info.
So maybe get connected is the
Yeah, I would say get connected probably would be the overall goal in a sense.
okay.
And she's going to do this under the assumption that she can trade these secrets for any planets Harrison has knowledge of that is not owned by anyone.
Oh, so you're gonna be playing hardball with Harrison Armory.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. All right.
We're gonna die so badly at the end of this.
I know what name I want to give the company to. It's just gonna be Tech Tool.
Tool.
Not very flashy. Doesn't show up well in news.
Okay.
She's still willing to hand over, but she's hoping to get out of the deal that she can learn about some planets that are not owned.
Okay. So what I'm gonna do is instead of the normal D20 roll for get connected, you're going to make a check using any facing skills you might have with a difficulty.
Alrighty.
So if you have any facing skills that you think might be applicable,
I have charm.
charm will work. But it will gain a difficulty.
Alrighty. Well, here we go.
Oh boy.
Oh no!
Oh. I'm a dead man.
We're all dead.
Yeah.
You
Well,
go.
there was
Well, I'll give
nothing
this
to be
back
done.
to you, but we want some information on planets. We don't negotiate with terrorists. Sends the nukes.
Okay. Interesting. So the result on the table is on a 9 or less. Your contact will help you, but you got to do a favor or make good on a promise right now. If you don't, they won't help you.
Alrighty.
So, they, you come to them with this offer. They look it over, and they consider things, and like, we want you to go on a unregistered mission, unreported to Union. Contracted only through Harrison Armory. And if you don't, they're gonna make everything really hard for Black Cats.
Okay.
Good. As you'll get the details soon, and you'll leave on a mission, and there will be specific protocols taken into place to ensure that none of this gets out to Union that you're dealing with.
Understandable.
All
Much
right.
appreciated.
So you guys have your next mission.
That's convenient. We don't gotta find one.
It's always fog, too.
Yeah.
I'm not
Interesting.
the leader.
Not
says
how I
fog.
anticipated things.
What, did
we
you
can
think
make
something would go better? Do you know this group?
Well, I will say that the mission I had in mind is not far off from the mission you guys just picked up. But
Convenient.
let's not talk about that. Let's talk about you guys going diving.
Hell yeah, diving.
All right, who wants to
Yeah.
roll first?
I'll do it.
After you.
Oh, you're brave.
Roll
Just,
d20.
All right, good. I purposely don't look at it so I don't get spoiled on the table.
Same.
Same.
I've already decided I wanted to lose.
Not
Oh.
funny.
Roll another d20. Okay. Gain or lose?
Could be bad. Could be good. Gain.
Okay. Alrighty. It's been it's been taken into consideration.
Cool.
Alrighty, who's next?
I can do it.
Oh shit.
Ooh,
Dang.
another d20.
Lose.
Well, so
Oh, did I not get a gain or lose?
no, you can choose, but the thing is, because you rolled a 20 plus,
Oh,
you get
yeah.
to know the results.
Okay. I'll pick the more interesting one.
So it was a 20 and an 8, huh?
Yeah.
Alrighty, 20 on gain. A thick pack of striped data playing packed densely with incredibly sensitive information, such as military schedules, personal finances, etc.
Why?
Also, in that same chart, a very mild gliss, bright eyes, or gazer addiction. On the
Oh,
lose
man.
side of things, 8 is about 2 or 3 days of local time, so you lose time. Or 20, you lose access to free travel on the planet.
Oh no, these are all good. Oh man. I think I want the information.
That's my boy.
Yes.
Let's go.
All right,
Okay,
so more info. What
someone
about your
needs to
8s? You can
stop.
pick win or lose for your 8s as well.
That was
Yeah,
the
you both.
addiction or the
Addiction or you lose 3
lose
days.
time. Oh man, both are
That's
real
right.
good. I think I want to lose 3 days.
Oh, not how I thought you were going to pick.
I know it's hard to pick addiction.
I mean, you're addicted as the sprite too.
I thought it would be more interesting to wake up 3 days later with super illegal information and be like, why?
Somebody needs to stop Space Robert Downey Jr. This is going too far. Why does this keep happening?
You know what's funny too? If you had picked Gliss, Bright Eyes, and Gazer, the addiction, you would have met Space Robert Downey Jr.
No, no, go back, please.
Nope, you've made your choice.
Don't worry,
All
I'll
right.
get it for ya.
I don't want Space Robert Downey Jr., my hero, to be ruined for me. I couldn't. After everything that's happened to me, that would be what sets me over the edge.
Yeah.
All right, Destroyer, you're up.
All right.
I'm so happy.
Yes,
Roll another
blind choice. Oh yes.
Ooh. All right,
so
gain
scared.
or lose, your choice.
I'll gain. Why not?
You'll gain. All right. Compiling your adventure. All right. So, you all go out with Mech Scrapyard. And you know, you guys have been to kind of the nicer places before. Lone Star and Cleric have been to some of the darker backstreet areas before. But Mech Scrapyard won't be outdone by interesting stories. So, they take you to some of the deep entertainment center locations on Chrysidium. And it's kind of like, you're kind of like on the Vegas Strip. There's just all kinds of different places and things. And they use some of their connections to take you to a VIP lounge in like this super retro like Martian style bar and casino. and they take you guys into this back VIP room where there's a specific type of space blackjack. You don't use creds, you don't use money, it's all nice and good. But instead, what's on the line is you guys gamble and raise each other on these various alcoholic drinks, and the higher your bid, the more outrageous the drink becomes.
That sounds
Amazing.
unironically really
Yeah,
fun.
that sounds awesome.
I would play that in a heartbeat.
And when you win, you make the other person drink, essentially. And the objective is just to get each other as fucked up as possible.
We gotta come out with these guys more often. They know the best places.
Honestly.
They are amazing.
So, y'all get together. You start having a night, and the bravado, the strong-headedness, y'all start dipping in, having a good time, over betting on each other, over betting on things that probably get you to lose, and all of you black out.
Oh.
So, Lone Star.
What do you got?
Sorry. So, Lone Star, you wake up back on the Honkarasi. You're on the floor. You are surrounded by several large oil drums filled with a vibrant purple liquid called all-purpose lubricant.
Mm-hmm.
Nearby, there is a small, sophisticated mini fridge. As you open it up, you see a variety of small, biological samples. On top of the mini fridge is a very hard to read scribbled note saying, "Make sure this gets there safely," and nothing else.
Of course. I will certainly do that, and he promptly does not acknowledge it, leaves it in the fridge. That is like when your roommate leaves leftovers for like months.
All right, we'll hop over to Destroyer. So, you wake up in a very dark room with only a faint purple, almost like lava lamp, barely illuminating a small corner of this room. This room is hot, humid, and smells somewhat musky. What do you do? Oh, I'm sorry. You also have a splitting headache.
Oh shit.
and your body is incredibly sore.
I'll wake up and look around to see what's in here, then if there isn't anything interesting, get the hell out.
You can barely see anything. It's so dark in here.
Alright, I'll try to find the door. I'll just stumble my way through. Fall on the
Alright.
ground.
You stumble your way out. You walk out into into what appears to be a shop. A tattoo shop. You're not wearing a shirt. And a pretty husky, sparry woman looks at you from over there and she says, "Oh, you woke up! I'm glad. Your shirt's there. I hope you have a nice day."
What happened? I don't remember anything.
Oh, you do look like you were having a bit of a good time. Well, we got you all nice, and she kind of like comes over, grips you by the shoulders, and spins you around to look in a mirror as you have a very elaborate and elegant Sparry Saga tattoo scrawled down your back.
That's a little cool, at least.
It is. It's very cool.
Alright. I'll count that as a victory.
You won't be able to sit back in a chair for the next few days. So big.
She goes over and she opens the door and turns the light on in the room you were in. You and your friends were having a good time, and you see most of the mech scrapyard guys, no one else, in this room passed out, all with elaborate tattoos that match.
Yes! I count this as a win. As the lights come on, Aubrey winces at first because it's so damn bright, but then he'll walk over to the boys and wake them up.
Yeah, they're like, and you herd them together and get them back to Mech Scrapyard. And finally, Cleric.
Here we go.
Here we go. So, oh boy. Okay, I got it. You wake up in a super nice bedroom. Clean. It looks a little techy. It doesn't look very rustic.
Okay, good. It's good so far.
All right, what do you do?
I wake up, realize that I assume my head is hurting so bad. I'm like, I don't recognize where I am. I try to like look around to see if I'm in danger or in some place that would put me in a bad position. And I see a nice room, so I'm like, okay, let's be optimistic. This could be very good. I've met someone good, nice, and now I'm here. I'm at a cool hotel room. That's fine.
You do
I-
see a button on the wall that opens a shutter on the window.
I see it and I look away. I'm like, okay. Yep, there's a bed, some chairs. I'm just like procrastinating, looking to see where I'm at. So I'm scared. So I know every time I don't remember what happened. It's insane. Finally, like, okay, and I press the button.
The shutter goes up. You're looking at Chrysidium from space.
I press the button again.
Shuts.
Wow, that was a really good. They put a TV, pretended it was a window. Time for me to go find my friends. I go to leave the room.
You go and you leave your room, and out in the main room area, you see what is essentially a luxury flat. This is a coveted mid-orbit penthouse.
Before I was drunk, did I have nearly enough money to even be in this place?
No.
That just scares me more.
Good.
Oh no. There's no one here yet?
Do you go looking around?
Oh god. I'm looking. I think I'm like vaguely scanning the area, seeing like how many illegal items are here to see like how much shit I'm in. Or if I'm in a fine situation, hopefully. Like there's no like weapons or like very sketchy explosives or something. Or like,
Nope.
very
Nothing.
clear
Looks really nice.
propaganda. Okay.
You see a variety of like chic kind of like vases, pictures with no one in particular, like scenic vistas, all that kind of stuff.
I know that I probably shouldn't calm down until I find a person to see who I'm with.
You think this, and
Oh no.
someone walks around the corner, and it's Space Harrison Ford.
Oh my god, my second hero. I'm like, I probably shouldn't calm down until I know who I'm with, but I gotta be optimistic about it, and I calm down a bit, and I turn around and see Space Harrison Ford, and then my mentality just breaks down. I'm like, what did I do? It's like too good to be true. I'm waiting for reality to hit me.
And trust me, no, I can't do a Harrison Ford impression to save my life. So I'm just gonna throw a voice out there.
Just be gruff and act like you don't want to be here.
Yeah.
Get off
That's
of
literally
my
all
plane.
he is.
What are you doing in my penthouse?
It's super.
Get off my
What are you
plane."
doing in my pants? No,
Ah.
he's like, oh, hey, you're awake. Good.
Try to get through that Imperial ambush.
You seem to be looks you over, all in one piece.
I sure am, Space Harrison Ford.
Good. I wasn't quite sure. I mean, I was just in my taxi. When you fell out of the sky and hit us, I thought you died.
I just like put my hand on my face, like I hate my life. Oh, well, thank you, Harrison Ford, for every Space Harrison Ford, for everything you've done for me.
Yeah, sure. Anyway, I figured I'd take you here because I got one of the better medi beds than you'd find in a hospital anyway. Seems to put you back together in one piece.
I appreciate it.
He nods. Alright. Well, I got your things. Why don't you just head on over here to the grav elevator and we'll just send you on your way then.
Okay. I'm at this point. I'm like starting to be like, maybe it's fine. I didn't lose all my possessions. That's good. I'm fine. I'm good. And I go to get my stuff. Is it all there?
Yeah, all your stuff is there.
Oh, nice. Yeah, everything went well. I go to leave.
Tell him you loved him in Space Air Force One.
That's true. By the way, I'm a big fan. I loved you in Space Air Force One, Space Star Wars.
I don't need to hear it.
Kind of redundant, but
I'm just glad you're okay. All right, son. So just head on out. Left you something to make up for it. Bye. He hits a button and
No, you didn't get to tell him about Space Patriot games.
thank you so much, Space. It's like go flying into the distance.
He was actually pretty good in Apocalypse Now. Space Apocalypse Now.
as you get back to ground level, you're kind of escorted out of this really primo lobby. And the words come to you that he left you something to make up for everything.
I'm so excited. What Space Harrison Ford left me? Oh, something awesome.
You check like a pack you had, and inside of it is a thick pack of data plates, and it currently gives you access to all current available Harrison Armory mechs.
Oh my god.
That's pretty fucking clutch.
I pulled it out. I'm like, oh, cool. Is this like Space Harrison Ford's the script for the next movie is gonna be in? It's a little preview. I started looking through it. I'm like, oh. I start getting like, more incredulous as I keep looking through them.
Yeah, you put this into a 3D printer, you could print up any Harrison Armory mech.
That's pretty awesome.
See, Space Harrison Ford, rather than collecting guns, he collects mechs.
That's how you know he's space.
Yeah. Space Harrison Ford, might be above Robert Downey Jr. on my hero list now.
And good news, your insurgency just gained a hell of a lot of firepower.
Yeah. Wow, I can't wait to show this to the boys. I did something good this time.
So, after everything, you all get back together.
Me finding out I've been gone for however many days.
You just like stumble in. We're all just sitting there having breakfast. Like, dude, where you been?
Hey guys, last night was really fun.
Looks over at Aubrey.
I got a pretty sick tattoo. He'll take off his shirt and show everybody.
Oh, hell yeah.
Oh, that's pretty cool. I got bunch of mechs.
Huh.
What do you
Have-
mean by a bunch of mechs?
I met Space Harrison Ford,
What? I love that guy.
right? Man, did you see Space Patriot?
I'm more honestly his recent work in space, Blade Runner 2049, was really good.
Yeah.
I mean, I like the original, but
I don't know. The new one kind of overtakes the original from my head.
I mean, Space 2024, yeah, it's a pretty good one.
My favorite historical film.
True.
So
I
when
agree.
you say mech, you mean he gave you a couple mechs?
Yeah. You know, just you guys know Harrison Armory?
Yes,
Yeah.
very cautious raised eyebrow.
Yeah, I have them all.
Huh.
So would Zefka know the social implications for having access to all the mechs without the license level?
Yes, actually. It's tantamount to theft. A license isn't here's the blueprints. A license is you have our express permission to use these.
You did some space piracy, but not that kind.
Zefka pauses. She's just like, looks over at Scraps. Should we say something? Or should we just leave him be?
You'd be a wanted criminal in two aspects now.
Guys, we went out to drink a few times. This is the only time I've gone out and come back with no negative repercussions.
I mean, I got a pretty good deal last time. I also got a tattoo, but I do have some fun news. We got a mini fridge in Honk Heresy now.
Awesome.
Hell yeah.
Wait a minute. When did we add a mini fridge?
I open it up and push aside some organs and
It's all of the biological material is in a trash can nearby. It is now full of soda.
yeah, I just pull out a nice beer and just crack one open.
Hey, give me one too.
I take it, just throw it over.
Wait, when did these barrels of lube get here?
I don't know. I keep some parts in the fridge because we might need it.
For
It's all-
what?
Well, it's all purpose, so like anything we could really set our mind to.
I spit out the mouthful of lube I just had. Is that what this is?
That one, yeah.
Why did you give me freaking lube?
I was just
This
you
group's a
grabbed the wrong
disaster.
one.
Yeah,
Scratch.
there's a lot of lube in this fridge.
Yeah, I mean yes, but there's also like the lube half and the drink half.
They're not like separated by half. They're just sort of all over in random places.
One's a glass
Mixed in.
bottle, the other is like a squeeze tube. I hope they're.
I
Like,
thought it was
together.
fancier.
Scraps leans over to Fog. We should probably let him have this. He's been taking a lot of L's lately.
Yeah.
So yeah, I was gonna push a couple of these on my mech. I think maybe.
Also, did this fridge come with anything else, or did you somehow just get a fridge in here?
I mean, it had stuff in it, but like that's not important anymore.
What was the stuff?
It points at the trash can. It's been 3 days.
She just like digs through the trash and pulls out probably decomposed biological samples.
Ew.
Is that what all this gunk is in here?
Yeah.
That's why it stinks in here. God.
Yeah, I thought someone would take out the garbage in the 3 days.
I mean, usually I'm the one that takes out the garbage.
That's why.
It's
You
been
weren't
3
here.
days?
I don't know what to do.
Looks at the petri dish or jar or whatever these things are in, just like, where'd you get this?
I got a note asking me to deliver it. No address on it, no memory of the situation, so they're lost.
Is there any way, to my knowledge, to identify what this is from?
Not anymore.
Listen, if somebody walks up to an obviously drunk man and says, "Hello, sir, I would like you to deliver these things," you have to have the expectation that it's not going to happen. I'm not a stealth drunk. It's obvious. So I cleaned my hands off this one. Not my fault. And free mini fridge. So kind of a win-win.
So let me get this straight. Out of the entirety of the 3-night escapade, or however long this was, one of you has met Space Harrison Ford and somehow got access to all of Harrison Armory mechs. One of you has now gotten a mini fridge that had biological samples and gallons of all-purpose lube.
Keyword being had.
Oh, and our group also has access to a tech company now. It's going really well, actually.
Oh, cool. How'd the startup go?
Better than expected.
Oh, you want some of these mechs?
Sure.
Hmm.
No, what do you want in here?
Hmm.
Start dealing them out like playing cards.
Oh my god.
Just the biggest fucking Harrison Armory like theft company.
Yeah, honestly.
We basically are Harrison Armory now. We just don't have
started
the
off
assets.
with Cam being like, "I have a cool Harrison Armory mech we can do. We should work with that." We picked Smith Shimano and have done everything to undermine Harrison Armory.
I'm
sorry,
sorry,
guys.
guys. I just like the
It's super funny. Like, it's just how much this game has changed. To like, this is just Always Sunny, but Lancer. That's all this is.
Yeah.
So, out of curiosity, what's the relationship between Smith Shimano and Harrison?
Oh, they're highly competitive with each other.
Oh, great.
So they would love to get all this information.
Well, the schematics on those mechs is not necessarily the most confidential of information.
All our war secrets are.
Well, yeah, I mean, all the war secrets that you guys gave back.
Yeah, we gave
No,
back
Scraps
the
has a copy of them.
originals.
That, yes, I know.
Completely ignorant of the fact that Scraps has used those secrets to start a tech company.
A very, very well-going tech company.
Yeah, it's very successful.
Yeah, it's only been 3 days and you're doing so well from the sounds of it.
Efficient, and it's spreading.
Oh, and Aubrey also got a tattoo.
Hell yeah, I did.
Oh, did you go to the same people who designed mine? He shows his Sparty tattoo.
Or mine.
Probably.
Just-
It was the same. It was the same as Lone Stars. Scraps, you got yours out on the long rim.
True.
I'll never meet my tattoo brother again. I don't know who it is, and he doesn't know who I am.
I think it's better that way.
I think it is.
Oh,
Just-
yeah. Cleric, how is your cult, I mean religious organization going?
I suddenly start sweating thinking about how I was gone for 3 whole days without supervising them. I think I have something to do today. I leave. Rushing to see if I'm more wanted than I was when I left.
Well, as you go and do some research, it turns out you're becoming quite the controversial figure. An ongoing story now, and something the media has been taking up, was the series of attacks on individuals was not made out of malice against various citizens of the public, but members of your own cult. And now it's been organized to, on a mass scale, begin sorting through the city's various garbage, making life easier for the waste industry. People are thinking now, maybe this was all kind of blown out of proportion. There's still a good number of people who are out for your arrest. That, you know, sudden various bombings of individuals using logic bombs on various stores was uncalled for, and that your group is dangerous.
Nothing to do with me. No relation. That's progress.
Yeah, you've gone from
good.
being just straight up a criminal to now being a
I'm an
controversial
anti-hero.
figure.
Yeah, I'm an anti-hero.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, it's better than I was at 3 days ago. I returned. It's going well, I guess.
Also, might want to put those plates in the shop, not wander around with those so we don't lose them.
All right. By the way, while I was gone, did my mech do anything weird, just sort of on its own?
I think it attempted to steal parts from my mech, but when I showed up, it acted like it wasn't.
As you all look over into the base hangar of the Honk Heresy, the Messiah's head is tilted in y'all's direction. But you don't remember if it was always that way or not.
Oh, I remember now. I think it started streaming to thousands on your social platform.
Yeah, and
I'm kidding.
that's a normal mech thing to do, right?
No.
Please do me a favor and move your mech further down to another hangar far away from mine.
Oh, okay. I look over to it and just sort of gestured, go that way.
It doesn't
Please?
move.
Gotta pilot it.
Do we have a crane or something?
You could also get in it and just like move.
You could just pilot it and walk it over.
Mm-hmm. I could. I've been gone for 3 days. I don't know if I've eaten for that long. I'm gonna get some breakfast.
Here's a nutrient bar. You can eat it while you're in the cockpit.
But I mean, sadly, it can't be as good as my mech because I can actually order it to do things. Texas Red, do a cool little dance.
Does it do a cool dance?
You get an error message back. Mech movement restrained due to being placed in hangar. Please, please take mech out of the hangar before giving commands.
That's meant to do that.
That's really cool.
It's called the error message.
Damn. I wish mine could dance.
Yeah, not a lot can do that. So it's kind of a me thing.
My whole mech is called the error message.
I thought it was called Messiah.
You know what? I'm just gonna pilot my own mech and move it to the other hangar.
Mine should be fine. Like, I imagined they'd get along, though now my mech's been kind of preoccupied with some other stuff.
Gets out of cockpit, begins to hear sounds of gunfire from your mech.
You think your mech could, like, keep my mech in check for a bit?
It's pretty distracted right now. It's like what my dad used to do with me as a kid. Just pop me in front of the TV and, like, keep me
Put
distracted.
on Sounds of Warfare?
Space Cocomelon mainly, but...
Man, your guys' mechs are weird. I could just go through walls.
You just got a power suit, so, like...
True.
God, what a team we make. She's just like rubbing her temples.
I think genuinely what this game's turned into, is this is Always Sunny in space if there was one actual decent person. It's just one adult inside the cast.
I wonder who.
I'm not that bad.
You're starting a criminal syndicate right now, dog.
Every time we go out, we're like, okay, good news and bad news. I'm super wealthy now. Also, I'm a wanted criminal.
Oh yeah, speaking of bad news, I did give back the info to Harrison Armory. But, however, the negotiations did not go as I had hoped. So now, if we do not do this next task, they're going to make life difficult for us.
Oh.
So we have our next mission then?
We do. We have some time to prep, though. I have yet to get the message on where we're going or what we're doing, though I do know it's outside of Union rules and restrictions.
Perfect. So is my flamethrower.
Hell yeah.
Wait, you never mentioned your flamethrower was outside of the Union rules.
I said it stretched the rules, but I'm pretty sure it's illegal.
Yeah, stretch the rules until a big hole formed in them so you could poke the flamethrower right through.
Yeah.
Oh god. If this gets out to my family.
Yeah, hopefully they don't get embarrassed by all this. I don't know why they would, though.
If I'm being honest, my mech is sort of not really in the rules either. It's sort of a no one said this space dog couldn't play space basketball kind of deal, you know?
It's not written in there, so there's nothing saying you can't.
Yeah.
But I mean, all you gotta do is unwind. We're just waiting for a mission. You want a beer? Like pulls in the fridge, like pull something out.
Yeah,
That better not
okay.
be lube.
I squirt it in my mouth and spit
Yeah.
it out again because it's a lube.
Nope, sorry, that one is lube. Let me put that back.
Oh,
What
it
about
does
you
say-
organize this?
I guess at least it says all purpose.
So technically, you could drink it.
Hold on, she just reads the back of it. Does it say it's to be consumed by humans?
No,
all
there's no
purpose.
label. He just put it in some bottles.
On the
Yeah,
barrel.
in the oil drums. I needed it to not be in the drum.
Yeah, you needed to store it somehow.
I don't think you should consume that.
It's all purpose. Then that way is just lying. That's false advertising.
Just because it's all purpose doesn't mean it's consumable. There's a difference.
Technically, all purpose categorizes inside of consumable.
That's
All
true.
purpose is used in terms of regarding mechs,
But
not human
consuming it is-
consumption.
It could be
Consuming it
both.
is a
It's all
purpose, though.
Exactly.
It will be a great laxative, I'll tell you. Your shit
It
becomes a water slide.
Loops
Oh.
that digestive system right up.
Trust me, we'll find a use for this next mission. You'll be happy that I have these, all this
We eat
giant
corn,
storage
it comes back
of
out
lube.
on a cob.
We should make a water slide.
Like, what if we just set a trap and we just lube up the ground, like that other mechs have to come at us from?
Yes.
They just start slipping and sliding.
Oh boy. That answers your question. My family won't be embarrassed. We're literally driving a ship that's connected to my family.
That you decided to call the honk heresy.
We did.
Called the honk heresy. We have an entire poster down in the brig that says, "You mess with the honk, you get the bonk." There's a damn robot goose down there.
All of those are great.
Yes.
I don't know what you'd be upset about.
It does not match my family's brand. We deal in bringing back life from extinct species.
Yeah.
We have
did.
the other poster though for that. We have there's a cat that's hanging from the branch and it says "Keep hanging on." We put the clown nose on it, but that's just sort of because of our brand.
Also, I don't know about your company, but technically we just take life.
We do. We make them extinct for then your family to get more work later. So if anything, we're helping you.
God, I can't find a planet fast enough.
Oh yeah, that is our goal.
That was the reason I went to Harrison Armory. It's the reason we have this stupid mission now. They'll tell us, but they'll make our life easier if we don't do this.
I kind of got lost in the Lancer sauce. I'll be real.
We could blackmail them with the secrets that he has.
I could die, so maybe not.
No, because I just turned in the secrets, and because of said secrets, we now have to do this outside of union rules.
I'm not gonna lie, I've never wanted to find the planet more than I have now.
Speaking of which, throughout this entire campaign, Fog has been keeping tabs with our former teammates' family. How are they doing?
Still not doing great. Still need a place to live.
You know, fine. Fog sends them an invitation to live on the Honk Heresy. Why not?
Yay!
That might be a good idea. At the very least,
As we drive them into an active war zone.
if they need drinks and or lube, they're covered.
When you talked about the Lancer sauce, I didn't think you meant this.
They'll be fine. We have a literal siege weapon added to our ship.
Cam, I want you to be aware that you do now have the power to, while we're out on our mission, blow up our ship, killing Slug's character's family.
Oh, that'd be sad.
Yeah, but it'd be pretty funny,
If you're a psychopath.
which I am.
Do they accept the invite?
Sure. They live far off, so it'd take you guys a significant amount of time to go get them.
Oh, we have to go get them?
Yeah.
I mean,
They're
we're
super poor.
I mean, we have some time until our next mission.
Not that much time.
I mean, our ex-partner isn't gonna know if we don't go. I'm just kidding.
That's what I'm saying. Honestly, I forgot we had another member before.
Alrighty.
Yeah, it's like how the Space Beetles had a 5th space member, but now, like, we just had, like, a 6th one that no one really remembers or talks about.
You know what? I have a family function to attend. I will see y'all later.
Oh, should we come with you?
No.
What?
I can bring lube.
I didn't cause that much trouble.
I can bring mechs.
Ah, nothing says getting family together like lube.
No, my family wouldn't even want to associate with you. Shit, and looks at her receiver. They've invited the entire Lancer group because they've done such great work for the family name.
Oh,
I'll just tell them you're sick.
come
How
on.
could I've just placed an order for a nice suit. I didn't even ask. Is this like a black tie thing?
It is.
I got a suit coming.
I don't got a suit coming, and I refuse.
I mean, you could try borrowing one of my outfits if you want.
Do you think that'll fit?
I mean, most of these are designed to fit. They're marked one size fits all, so I'm assuming they fit.
Alright.
You go into like Fogg's closet, it's literally an assortment of dress shirts and dresses.
I'm gonna wear a dress. I'm kidding, I'm wearing a dress shirt.
I say go for the dress.
I gotta show off that back tattoo, guys.
There's a nice open back dress.
Aw. Don't tempt me. I won't embarrass you, I'll wear a dress shirt.
I mean, hey, it's the futuristic century. Whatever you wear, no one's allowed to judge.
Yeah, that's what's gonna be the thing that embarrasses.
Well, I don't know how stuck up they are.
You'll see.
Alright, I'm gonna wear the dress shirt. Don't want to embarrass you too much.
Did you want an outfit, Texas Red?
No.
I've
Just gonna
always
go as
wanted
you
to
are?
meet your family.
Hard suit with a gun. Yes.
Alright, guess we're going to a family function with this lot. Oh wait, Scraps,
Yes.
are you good?
I mean, I guess I could go.
You don't have to if you don't want to.
Do you have like a hologram suit or something to like display over your normal clothes?
Why would I go in anything but my normal clothes?
Agreed.
Ugh.
This is where we find out that Scraps literally walks around in a full black tie suit every day.
I guess we're going to a family function which is meant to impress clientele.
All right. I did say I am the world in which you guys interact.
Fine, I'll get a suit.
So, you all get together. A nice limousine, flying limousine, space limousine comes to get you all. And you're escorted deep into the city where you enter one of the Smith Samano buildings, and one of the floors has just been cleared out to make a large open venue with massive glass windows overlooking the city. And you see lots of stuck-up core prototypes. I would say some look like Fog, but not anymore.
There's still enough features to identify them.
I would like to point out that I did show up in a suit, but it's got like LED like trim and everything.
Amazing.
LED
Ooh.
trim. You got an RGB tie.
Yeah.
Fog just walks in like with a hand over her face as she's just moving through the crowd.
I walk in and I'm in like a full, like really like resplendent and flashy like Pope's outfit. I bought this before I was disillusioned. It was on the way still. It arrived just before we came to this.
Fucking assault hard suit and a handgun on his hip. We could get attacked, so it is just being safe.
So, Fog, you come in. You go and you see your mother there. She greets you and she's like, "Oh dear, it's so great to see you." She grasps your hands, looks at everyone. I thought you were bringing your Lancer friends, not your D&D party.
Oh, you
I
play
was-
Space D&D?
Of course. She doesn't look like she plays Space D&D.
Mm.
I've always wanted to try it, but I've never had any friends.
Oh, poor dear.
Do you mind if I would, like, I don't not to be too much of a, like, I don't want to overstep my boundaries, but you think I could join one of your table sessions for just like a night or so, see how it works?
Uh, I'll let you know when our schedule works out. It's been a few years since we were able to get everyone together.
Ain't that how it is?
If you'll excuse me, as she just walks her mother away.
Your mother looks super stressed out.
We're making a great impression, guys.
She took that in stride, though. I'm impressed.
My apologies. I thought you were inviting just me to this function, not my entire Lancer crew. And I wish I could say that they were my D&D group. It would make more sense.
Well, you look beautiful, dear. I did hear about the changes, but you pull them off well.
Thank you. It does frustrate a hairstylist, though.
I would imagine. She looks very unsure of your current condition.
I do feel fine. I am fine. They said, aside from appearance, nothing seems off.
Well, let's hope it stays that way then, I suppose.
Upset too, and just like glancing back over the shoulder, watching her group. Oh, were these those businessmen you were mentioning earlier?
Yes, of course. She goes and she introduces you. It's the normal affair. These are the people of so and so from such and such. This is my daughter. She's taken on being a Lancer. The kind of minorly positive yet condescending tone of a parent trying to be supportive of your bad decisions.
Yeah. She plays along with it. Just keeps putting up airs, but for the most part, she just engages with the party while watching everyone else.
Some cocktail staff come by and offer you guys a variety of small bite, toothpick food or drinks.
But how many of them are the cheese balls?
Yeah, where are they?
I'm just kidding.
Well, give me the cheesy bits.
We do offer the widest variety of sample cheeses in the galaxy.
Oh. Well, point out the way.
No need to even go anywhere. They offer you a plate, and the plate pops up a data pad that has over 50,000 varieties of space cheese.
Oh my mech. I just start clicking cheeses.
As you begin clicking cheeses, the plate begins to atomically print the cheese for you.
Wow, this is amazing. Fogg's family seems really nice.
Well, they are some of the top biological
Ah!
engineers supporters.
I wasn't talking to you.
Oh,
I was talking to my
sorry.
friends.
Sorry. Young man.
Come on, don't be mean to him. He's
I
giving you
was.
cheese.
I didn't mean to be mean. I was just surprised.
Yeah.
Young man, who
yeah.
is Fogg's cousin, who you've seen before, Destroyer, kind of shrinks away a little bit.
Hey.
Hi. Glad to see you're doing all right. Anyway, I don't mean to get in your way, so I'll just be on mine. He awkwardly walks away.
Leans over to Cleric. Was that really weird, or was it me?
Huh? As I have a mouth just absolutely crammed with cheese. You gotta try some of this.
I'll take a handful and just shove it in my mouth.
People around begin watching as you guys begin to engorge yourself on cheese.
As Cleric is like indulging on the cheese, Scraps is just kind of like taking pictures and making memes to throw to his like social channel.
The most unflattering freeze frames in existence.
It's gonna be like not even particularly great ones, but it's gonna be like cheddar days to come or whatever.
Yes.
Ow. The best part is cameras are at such a high level of fidelity at this point. There's no like image smear on any of the photos. It's literally just perfect frame perfect every motion.
Nice.
I look to everyone who's staring at us and I just go, I eat when I'm stressed.
This cheese is just that damn good.
They all look away and attempt to ignore you.
I'm more stressed now. I start summoning more cheese.
Summoning more cheese. The waitress is just like, I'm gonna set this on this table for you while it walks away.
Oh boy.
Maybe I should just kill you all at the end of this campaign.
Maybe.
I did nothing wrong.
But the cheese.
Fog will cut through the crowd. It's like, yes. You were looking for some associates for your tent company, right? And she points to Scraps.
Ah, yes. Brilliance.
Scraps has an up-and-coming tech company that might be a good investment.
Oh, yeah, sure, we'll consider it.
The walk away, she's just like cringing. Ugh.
Anything less than a 2-planet startup is not worth their time.
Hmm.
The speed that is growing at, it won't be long.
No, I'd say within a year it'd probably be at least 3 planets.
I mean, it's 1 planet right now. We're about to get our own planet. That's 2 already. After this mission?
I think Fog would pretty much spend the entire night just idly sipping on an alcoholic beverage to get slightly buzzed so she's slightly distracted, but still running interference if they start to get too out of line.
I spend half the night just absolutely downing cheese of every variety, and then the rest of the night just laying on the table, like, just absolutely gutted. Just so much cheese in me, I can't even.
I would like to make a check to see how the night goes, Gam.
Oh no!
Oh.
No, okay.
I just want to
know
make
what?
a charm check.
Uh,
Because the thing with Lone Star is he is charming, but because he just naturally has the outward appearance of a very nice guy. Despite, all the things he does in his skill set. So I want to make a check because I feel like if anything happens this night, it's because Lone Star properly repulses rich people or accidentally becomes the life of the party. All he
Okay.
wants to do is take advantage of free wine.
Okay. Go ahead and make a charm check, and you'll be rolling at 2 difficulty because of your cheesemongers. No, 1 difficulty because Fog is running interference.
Okay. $15.
That's pretty good.
Okay.
I love the immediate, I'd like to make a check. Oh, no!
Okay. A general level of success. With Fog doing the best that she can, and with how Scraps is not actively trying to sabotage y'all's reputation, your charm and your ability to speak make you think that you impress upon many people that, okay, this group's a little off, but the guy in charge seems like he's got it together.
Yeah. I think another part is, asks about work. Lone Star mentions, something weird, sentient mechs, working kind of outside the law, a lot of knowledge on very strange, I probably shouldn't know how to do that, but people take it as, a joke. It's like, oh, Lone Star, you're such a kidder. And he's like, I guess. You're just actively making these right now.
No cheese.
Glad you like that
that's
one.
so funny.
Yeah, completely in universe.
With space megabytes.
We see the Scrap startup meme. It's in the Lancer, our group chat we have. Hey, wait a second.
I love it so much.
What did I say about sharing Harrison Armory secrets?
We just keep getting so many.
I know we have a multitude of them. We have plenty to just give away. But please.
Why does Harrison Armory have so many secrets?
Why do we keep finding them? Are we really good or are they extra incompetent?
Both.
It's a shame the fucking Twitch can't do this. Apologies to anyone trying to watch through W.O.ND right now. We're all just laughing at nothing.
It's just memes are being posted in our Discord chat related to this.
Oh, sometime in the future when I get tech savvy enough, maybe I'll have a scene where, a curated thing where things that pop up in our Discord chat will appear on screen as well.
Yeah.
Yes.
I need another monitor.
Yeah.
I need another monitor so I can have all this stuff up at once, because I'm already flipping through screens enough as is.
I've been thinking the same thing, but like I would love to have a big TV mounted on my wall as my third monitor. So I look up and it's like a TV.
TV.
So with Marty doing his best to be a charmer,
Well, he's trying to get drunk, but all these rich people keep talking to him.
can I try to improve our reputation despite the fact that the two idiots are downing every single bit of cheese in this establishment?
Oh.
I didn't know your family made magic cheese plates.
I need these cheesy bits. This is close enough.
I wave down Fog and from across the room and go, "Hey, can we take one of these home with us?"
No, that's my family's property.
I mean, so is our ship.
No, you cannot have the instant cheese creator. So can I roll a charm to try and improve our influence? I'm assuming it's out of difficulty because of this.
Man, Devin, you're coming out with some bangers.
I know.
I think I might be a natural at this.
Yeah, I didn't realize this was a skill set you had.
No, what we need to do is we need to do a recap of our entire thing, and then we'll just have the memes fly across the screen.
Oh, goodness. All right, go ahead. Make your charm check at 1 difficulty.
Yes.
Nice. 22.
Jeez. All right. Oh, goodness. Okay, so despite the sabotage, you, with your charisma and elegant speaking ability, really, like, impress upon your various family members that, these people, while strange, are some of the most capable pilots you've ever seen. Some going to the very brink of death and always coming back every time. Your group is a literal unstoppable force. Unparalleled in skill and mech ability. And the oddities they have now are the only ways they can relieve their stress from the many hard and sometimes death-defying work they have to do frequently. And so to have sympathy for them as, our work is hard and they don't always have the opportunity to, eat cheese of this quality that often. And everyone's like, oh, yeah, I see. Well, you know what? Now that you say that, they do seem quite charming in their own way.
At this point, I'm like kind of drunk and just preaching to the crowd, just out of habit.
Oh, God.
Overall, your family thinks what you're doing is strange, but you have kept their confidence in y'all remarkably.
Alright. As the party's winding down, she gently starts escorting them out, the ones that are still semi-sober. She may ask Marty to just drag out Cleric.
Assuming he is one that is currently sober.
No, he just can't move because he's eating so much cheese.
Yeah.
No, assuming that Marty's sober.
Yeah, no, he's fucked. He's fucked up.
As soon as anyone touches me, I point at them and say, "Be very careful. I'm one wrong move and I'm vomiting all over the place."
I'll
It's
carry
all
him
coming
bridal
out.
style.
Princess style, carry him out.
Yeah.
Sefko's just ignoring the looks we're getting as we leave.
All right. And you guys make it out. And for those who ate a ton of cheese, fortunately, the Wonders family have put into their various cheeses particular microbes that make it easy to digest lactose, even if you're one of the more lactose intolerant individuals. You get no bloatiness, nor restroom issues.
Hell yeah.
Your stomach just punishes you for overexpanding.
Have you seen me
Alright.
eating cheesy bits?
I would like to imagine this scene ending with Fogg getting back to the ship, flopping down on a couch going, I need a fucking drink. But that's how I picture this night ending, at least on her end.
Yeah.
Well, after a couple days of recovering from that, you guys get that job from Harrison Armory. Your super hush-hush job. Your job is to go out to a desert planet on somewhere on the outskirts of the Cascade Line, and you are to root out a rogue cell of Lancers who have stolen Harrison Armory secrets.
Oh, the irony.
I can't wait to find our grim reflections of the Honk Heresy.
Yeah, they sent us to hunt down ourselves.
What a twist.
Let's see, we're the Honk Heresy, so it'd be the Horus Clown House?
The names could just be swapped. Instead of Honk Heresy, it's Heresy Honk.
Heresy Honk.
Yes.
Play the music of our people. Honk, honk.
The final quest turns into a big litigious battle where we sue them for copyright infringement.
The campaign started with us being like, oh, what Primarchs are all of our characters, and that's going to be the loyalist side that we're fighting. We're for sure fighting an Atlas.
But all right, that's gonna be it for this session.
Damn.
A lot happened.
I am very surprised that me stating we got a new mini fridge fucking killed you, Cam.
That was a good one.
I mean, it's just, it was. I was just primed by all the nonsense that had come up prior, and then it was like, I gave you this. I was like, you know what? This might be an interesting line. They might actually go and like discover who are these samples for. This might be important later. Yeah, I just took all that shit and threw it in the garbage.
Yeah.
I was like, that was not what I was expecting at all. I was trying to like invoke curiosity and like, man, what is this?
Nah.
Isn't this an interesting quest line? And the party's just like,
I think
In
what
the
he did was
garbage.
very true to Red Star.
Like Lone Star, like he doesn't care. He's here. He has one job. You point him at a problem, he kills it. So then it's just like, do this task with no details. Like, well, fuck this. Well, glass half full, free mini fridge, free lube. So just go all in on that part.
Man, I didn't think Lancer was gonna be this much of a clown fest, honestly.
I mean, it's a goofy game. Like, it's just like the thing you run with sci-fi where like players can just do like fucking like wild things. The mech design is like insanely cool. It just when you deal with sci-fi, you have a lot of goofy shit because sci-fi is inherently a goofy setting.
Well, I think it mostly
it's
just
weird.
due to the random table. The things
That
on the
too,
random
okay.
table
Fair.
that can happen has caused every bit of chaos in this campaign.
Yeah,
It's so
great.
fun.
It is.
Best random tables in existence.
The go diving is just fucking great.
Yes. So it's like, I mean, it's right. So let's take this as a moment here. This is proof that despite how serious of a GM I am, how much I take tabletop incredibly serious, I can also just run a very batshit campaign.
All right, Kama, play a serious character then.
Wasn't this supposed to be your serious character?
You
No.
said that for every single game you joined.
Yeah.
Oh,
We haven't played most of them yet.
You said Sprite was going to be a serious character, and you were right. It was serious
Did
chaos.
I? I don't think I did say that.
Yes, you did.
No, I think Cam's big affront against not serious characters was because of Sprite. It was after Sprite was a thing.
No. Well, maybe. I don't know.
Oh no, we had.
Yeah.
Oh god, what was your flesh warp ooze morph?
Yeah, that one too.
Well, there's Vile.
Lyle was very serious.
Mm.
He was cool.
My comment mostly came from audits.
In my defense, I was asked if I wanted to join the game like an hour before the session.
Right, but we've been playing for over a year. You could have hammered out the
remember that.
details in that time. Instead, you've now given yourself an inflatable ass and an incredibly horny robot man for no reason.
You
Hell
guys were the
yeah.
ones who said I should be horny.
No, we did not.
Y'all said
Slug
I should be
said
going through
it.
puberty. I think it was Munch, and then you all said, "Yeah, that's good." You're the one who put
No,
a
we
robot
said you
lady
should
with big
get
tits
the-
on my back.
Yeah, we said you should get the big titty robot girl tattooed on your back. We did not say, all right, now just go and constantly be fiending for robot women trying to
You
keep
did.
this
You said I was going
stream
through
safe.
puberty, and that was a part of it.
You've had
What?
more than enough time to turn Audit into a serious character and have not done so.
I was going to, and then I didn't.
Yeah.
That's
And
enough
you know
for so
what?
many characters.
Also, it's not. You can play however you want. It's not my job to tell you how to have fun.
Trust me, I'm expecting the next game I run for y'all. It's going to be pure chaos again, like this one I'm running for you now with Audit.
No, I'm making a serious character.
You said that with Audit.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did.
Audit was before that
No,
too.
you're not.
I don't think he said it without it. No.
No.
I would never say that with Audit. My Audit's entire character concept was, what's a funny thing for a barbarian to be? Taxman.
But I will say the premise of the Riptide game was you guys wanted to play a 7 out of 10 serious game.
We've
Listen.
seen stuff like that.
No excuse.
I play Sprite so that I bring down the level of I give the like contrast so that everyone else can play like a 5 out of 10 and it seems like a 7, you know? I'm making it better for everyone else.
Hey, I'm gonna tell you, you can play however you want.
This guy, every time I make a character, it's not serious enough. Why would anyone play a not serious character? Every single time. I'll make a serious character, I will. One of these days.
I literally just in this session gave you the opportunity to sober your character up and play an interesting, I guess, character shift of going from like a super zealot to understanding like the implications and the horror that is what's been doing. You know what you just did?
Ate some cheese.
Ate a lot of cheese.
He's on his self-destructive spiral from the
Yeah.
realization.
Yeah.
That's normal.
I'm
stress
depressed.
eating.
My life is ruined, and there's nothing I can do about it.
At least like these shorter games, I'll have like the credence to be goofier and funnier.
I'm
Since like
okay
it's
with
10
people
sessions. Yeah.
playing
It's not long.
however they want to play.
Yeah. If I'm doing a long campaign, a serious character all the way. But if it's like we're probably finishing up next like session. That's gonna be our last Lancer. I'll be goofy for 12 sessions. Hell yeah. Easy money.
I made a serious character for the one shot.
Yeah,
Mhm.
yeah, you did. Sure. A Goj Van Dyer Hell Knight in charge of the book burnings.
That's serious.
Honestly, if you want a method to like figure out how to play, like still keep the chaotic energy that you bring to every character, because you'll just like yes and with weird shit, but stay in that character. Just read any 40k Inquisitor book and you're fucking set, dog. Just go out and pick up Xeno, Gregor Eisenhorn trilogy. Like, just pick that first book up and you're set. You'll get everything down. That's also true.
Devin's just been. How many memes, Devin? There's so many.
I have
Not
a talent.
Devin's discovered a new skill. Oh no. All right. Anyway, I'll say it here first. Play how you want to play. Don't let anyone tell you how to play your characters. I was wrong. I wanted to see someone play in a way that I thought was more appealing, and that was incorrect.
I will play that way when we actually get
I-
involved with the mech.
You can play how you want. You're not entitled to appease my style preferences at all.
I'll do that, but I'll also eat cheese.
I am looking forward to when we do play another Lancer game. We're just making new characters and we just hear about the Black Hats.
Like, what is up with those guys?
Yes, really. There's this group of Lancers who are like terrorists, and they keep stealing information about Harrison Armory. They have a grudge against them or something.
Yeah, I wonder why. It's so
I mean, to be
weird.
fair, their leader is closely associated with Smith Samano.
Yeah.
Also, one of them's a cult leader.
Anyway, that's gonna be it from us. Thank you all so much for watching the chaos. We'll be maybe finishing up next week. It depends. Our combat sections usually take 2 sessions, give or take. So we'll either be finishing next week or the week after, depending. So then we'll do player interviews on the system, and I'll make a video about my closing thoughts on Lancer after playing for over 10 sessions. And I'm excited for that. I think that's going to be a really good video. I will also do my best to get back on the Lancer content and to finish out the Lancer series that I've set out to do. So, but with that, let's go ahead and say goodnight, everyone.
Good night.
Good night, everyone.
Good night.